Good morning, my people. Happy Monday. Welcome to the morning sprint. I hope you had a wonderful, refreshing weekend. I think I did a couple things that I haven't done so far over the weekends that I've been here. One, I went to a boxing class on Saturday. That was really fun. And then on yesterday, I actually did a volleyball class-ish, if you will, play volleyball with YMCA members, and it was super fun. So yeah, I hope you guys got out and about and enjoyed your weekend and enjoyed the weather that you had, because unfortunately today is a weather authority alert day, which means that you got to keep in mind that there is some severe weather that you want to make sure you track on our weather app, on the 10 News weather app that you can get on your phone. But yeah, you already know, right here on the morning sprint, we're kicking the week off the right way. Got a lot of cool stories to get to today. It's going to be a dog-tastic sprint today, but we also got that talker that we got to talk about that actually has a lot of people, a little on edge. If you like to fly, man, this is something that you want to learn about. So American Airlines plane apparently dropped 15,000 feet in 3 minutes. We got that scary story coming up later in the sprint. We're going to detail that scare in the air. You do not want to miss it, because you already know I have a huge fear of this happening to me if I'm ever flying. I'll tell you my thoughts. And of course, we're going to get Jazzy Jazz in here to tell us her thoughts on what she would do if she was ever in this situation. But yes, an American Airlines plane dropping 15,000 feet in the air, not something that you see on a daily basis. Again, we're going to get to that story later on, but we also got to get to this. Obviously, the morning sprint. What we do is we look at the positive turn to different stories that are happening, no matter how tragic they are. And obviously, you guys already know about the Maui deal in Hawaii with the wildfires that are just causing so much destruction there. I think at the last check, it was like 93 people had lost their lives and dozens of others are injured. Well, get this, we got something happening here from a local level, whereas thousands of people rush out of Maui and away from the wildfires. We got a local woman headed towards the destruction, ready to help. Red Cross Regional Disaster Preparedness Manager Danielle England was given 24 hours notice to prep for Hawaii. She's leading a team of volunteers to support the workforce coming into Maui. Now, first things first, she is getting people into shelters and out of harm's way. And then secondly, she says that she hopes to empower the people of Maui so that they can help each other long after the Red Cross leaves.
Because the most important thing is to help that community to be resilient, and by including the folks who live in that community and encouraging them to support their own community, then they in turn are also prepared to continue to support when the rest of us leave.
Now, the Red Cross is also looking for volunteers and donations. So if you're interested in helping, all you have to do is check out the information on our website at WSLS.com. But yes, just a tragic thing that's happening in our nation. I know earlier today, and you can check the story out online at WSLS.com, but I know Oprah Winfrey paid a visit to one of the shelters, helping out, just trying to spread some type of joy and happiness in this time of sadness, because she has a home, I think, a home that she lives part-time in Maui. So she was able to pay a visit to the shelter. And again, you got several volunteers that are actually going there representing the spirit of aloha, which again means love and compassion. So yeah, a lot of things are happening out there in Hawaii, but a lot of prayers for sure coming from a lot of different sources, hoping that they can rebuild in a very quick manner after this happening, okay? So we also got something to tell you guys about with back to school. Obviously, we're worried about the safety and making sure our kids are safe, our staff is safe, but more importantly, things are happening safely online. This is something that a lot of parents are worried about, and this is an app called Saturn. Right now, it's one of the top 10 free apps on the Apple App Store. Now, it was created back in 2018 as a way to help students manage their class schedules, along with sharing them with close friends. But critics of the app have said the app is a privacy nightmare, and some information is available to people who ain't even in the school. Chris McKenna with Protect Young Eyes says that there are multiple risks with the Saturn app.
This app wasn't designed with children and some of their behaviors in mind. And then you can upload your schedule. You can upload all kinds of other content from your camera roll, events that can be posted to the entire school.
Roanoke and surrounding school systems have some school buildings with accounts. McKenna suggests parents should download any app that their kids download. And of course, you can go to our website at WSLS.com to kind of be in the know with what those apps look like, what we need to be cautious of, especially if our kids are using it. You need to be on it as well to see exactly what's going on. But that is also scary to know that a person outside of the school can have access to whatever your child's schedules is. So that's something that you guys need to keep in mind if you're using that app. But of course, go to our website, WSLS.com/back to school. You can see those apps that you want to download and be in the know about that your kids may have. But you also can go there to figure out how to send us your back to school photos. Again, we love seeing the kiddos and how they're looking and how they're dressed up to get their school year started. We did get a picture in that I want to get to real quick. This is the only picture that we got coming in. This is coming from, let me see, what's her name? Jen K 001. This is Kylan's first day of second grade. Look at him looking all happy and joyous. So yes, this is just one of the examples that we want to make sure we highlight across our area with our kids going back to school. This is always a good time to kind of show them some love, give them a shout out for getting into school with a huge smile on their faces. Again, we wish you the best as you continue your second grade year, and I can't wait to get to you on your third grade year so we can get ready to show the happiness there as well. Something else is cool that we got to show some love to. Virginia Tech Korean School of Medicine students and the Bradley Free Clinic dentists offered oral exams for refugees. This was a cool deal right here. This is through the partnership with the Commonwealth Catholic Charities Refugees and Immigration Service. Dentists provided free oral health care to those who can't receive dental benefits. Most refugees have Medicaid. However, most dentists do not accept the insurance, so they stepped in. We're told that the Bradley Free Clinic will set up dental visits for refugees once a month. That is always a good resource to have, because we always know that, it's important to keep our teeth and our mouth, our oral hygiene up, because again, if you neglect it, it will show up later on in life. And the fact that they're stepping in, helping out refugees who may not have access to that at this time as they're starting their life here in America, it's always cool that we got these nonprofits that are out and about trying to make sure that they have that sense of normalcy. So again, shout out to them. That's always a good deal right there. This month is Clear the Shelters as well. We're in the halfway point. We got a really cute adoptable pet that we want to tell you guys about. Check out this beautiful face right there. This is 3-year-old Sky. She's a pit bull terrier, knows a number of commands, including sit and place. She also can do a few awesome tricks like playing dead and giving high fives. And this gal is sweet and aims to please, and she needs a home where she is the only pet and all the humans are either older teens or adults. If you're interested in adopting Sky or seeing other adoptable animals, you can visit our website at WSLS.com. and go to our Clear the Shelters page. And speaking of Clear the Shelters, you see how cute of a face that is right there. We got a success story to tell you guys about, but we're going to get to meteorologist Parker Beasley first. Again, I was telling you guys about that weather authority alert day that we're having today to keep you in the know about some potential severe weather that's going to happen in our area. And we got Parker Beasley joining us right now on our Monday with that forecast.
Hey there, everyone. I'm meteorologist Parker Beasley. Now, today is a weather authority alert day. We could see some isolated severe storms that will have damaging winds and hail embedded in them. Again, these will be isolated severe storms covering the majority of our zones, so watch out, basically everyone. This will be from noon to about midnight or shortly after midnight. We are under a slight risk for today, which is a level 2 out of 5, so isolated severe storms are expected. And then the threat, again, damaging wind gusts are possible. Large hail and flooding are on the lower end of expectations, but we could see some of these embedded in some of the stronger cells. And then a tornado can never be ruled out. Stay safe out there, everyone.
All right, Parker, thank you so much. And being safe, make sure you download that Weather Authority app so you can be in the know about all that good stuff. But again, they're going to be issuing this, I think he said, from noon until midnight. So make sure you get on our website, WSLS.com, or make sure you look at our later newscasts and you'll see exactly what you need to know in your exact zone. So let's get to that success story that I was telling you guys about. This Clear the Shelters campaign is all about getting these adoptable pets in forever homes, loving homes, and that's the case for Paris and Prada. Look, check this out. These were 2 dogs that we told you guys about beginning of the month. They're a bonded pair of bulldogs that love to give kisses and needed to be adopted together. Well, they were at the Regional Center for Animal Care and Protection in Roanoke for almost 2 months, and they found out that a pair has successfully been adopted. That brings the total number to 19 pets adopted from the RCACP this week. Reminder that they're running an adoption special, waiving all adoption fees for our Clear the Shelters campaign all month long for any of their adoptable pets. So we love to see these stories like this. This is the point where we're doing this, and hopefully we can get more animals like Sky adopted. And again, you got to take advantage of those adoption fees that have been waived and stuff. I know they had a whole kitten deal going on this past weekend, but yeah, always a successful story that we love to see there. And again, to see that story some more and to look at some more pictures, just go to our website at WSLS.com. Speaking of pups, we got pups and their owners gathered for the 3rd annual Dachshund Derby this past weekend. It's always super fun to watch this go down. Dachshund and Dachshund mixes were invited to participate in the race and were split into various groups to compete in the final race to find out which one reigned supreme. All proceeds from the race event benefited the Midwest Dachshund Rescue. Dogs of all breeds were welcome to attend and enjoy the festivities as spectators for free. It's always cool to see the little weenie dogs running around, and to know that this is giving back to a great cause is always also a great deal as well. And then get this, speaking of dogs, I told you we got a dog-tastic day today. Look at this cutie pie right here. This is a jet skiing dog. Its owner are embarking on a trip to help animals around the country. So another benefit here. Ollie's owner, which is the dachshund, or not dachshund, but the dogs you see that a jet skiing dog, says that there's nothing he loves more than feeling the wind in his fur and helping friends who aren't as fortunate. Ollie is taking his talent and using it to raise money for no-kill shelters across the country. He's making a 500-mile trip down to the Ohio River from Pittsburgh to Cincinnati. And with the help of his dad, he's hoping to get this, $5 million in donations and hopefully inspire thousands of volunteers at local shelters. So yes, another dog story that'll put a smile on your face. We love to see it. Shout out to Ollie and the Dachshunds and then everything that's doing what we can to raise awareness and just raise resources and benefits for our animals out there. I'm a dog lover. Bo is my boo-boo. He is a rescue himself. So yes, I know the joy of getting those particular animals into homes, forever homes, especially getting the animals out of the no-kill shelters, because that's always devastating when you can't get a dog adopted in time, and when it fills up to capacity, they got to make really dire decisions. So yeah, shout out to Ollie doing his thing, and he's doing it all with the help of his jet ski and his dad, okay? Back to the story we were telling you guys about. Okay, so we all know flying can be terrifying. I know some people who do it often don't get that nervous on them, but I do. I hate any form of turbulence. I hate any form of, I get just really anxious, okay? I have to sit by the window. I got to see what's going on. Not to say that that's going to save me if something were to happen, but I can see at least what's happening or what's going on from my perspective. But yeah, we have a story right here with American Airlines. They were headed to Florida, and they dropped 15,000 feet in a matter of 3 minutes. Flight records indicate. Now, this story is coming from the New York Post. We got some details off of them, their page right there. But get this. Here's the story. American Airlines Flight 5916 on Thursday took off from Charlotte, North Carolina, headed to Gainesville, Florida, when crew members on the plane reported a possible pressurization issue. This is a spokesperson with the Federation Aviation Administration. Says the plane went on to land in Gainesville Regional Airport just before 5 p.m. Fortunately, but one passenger who was a University of Florida professor, his name is Harrison Hove, he wrote on social media that the incident was terrifying. Duh. He says that I've flown a lot. This was scary. He says kudos to our amazing flight crew, cabin staff, and pilots of American Air 5916. Again, photos can capture the burning smell. He said the loud bangs that they heard, but FlightAware data shows that the flight dropped almost 20,000 feet within an 11-minute span, 43 minutes into the flight, and the plane dropped 18,600 feet with a matter of 6 minutes. So again, this is that professor, and again, a picture that he sent us right then and there. Something super terrifying. Again, I just could not do it, especially if you see like the oxygen mask come down. I can only imagine how scary that will be. It also says that the burning smell can apparently be attributed to using oxygen canisters. Wing flaps came out to immediately lower our altitude, so there would be more oxygen. It was terrifying, but turned out okay. Now, in a statement from American Airlines, a spokesperson, they said that this particular flight operated, says that they landed safely, fortunately, healing by the grace of God. But while in flight, crew received an indication of a possible pressurization issue. It immediately and safely descended to a lower altitude. We apologize to our customers for any inconvenience, and thanks to our team and their professionalism, the spokesperson said. So let's bring in Jazzy Jazz on that note. Jazz, I never want to experience a plane where the oxygen masks come down, but to know that they dropped like that in that short span of time, what are your thoughts, girl?
Yeah, it's absolutely terrifying, and I just feel like I probably would be extremely scared to ride on a plane in the future ever again. I probably would be very hesitant on getting on another plane.
Oh, definitely. Like, I remember looking at some comments on this, and some people was like, that would be my last flight in my life. And then we had some other people who, definitely were looking at it from the perspective. I could tell we had some experienced pilots out there, but they were like, this needed to happen in order to get the oxygen a breathable level, which is understandable, but at the same time, girl, from the outside looking in, I remember one time I was flying and I remember it was so windy and we almost got to the runway, and for some reason the pilot just shot straight up in the air, and it scared me so much. And talking to Carter, who, is one of our photographers here, he's a trained pilot, he was telling me that that was something that needed to happen because, again, the higher you are, the more you can correct an issue. And I guess this is something that happened with this pilot, was able to see that problem come through with the pressurization and get to a level where people can breathe. So that was just a God-given thing right there.
Yeah, it really was, because you never know, how that could affect people and, the dangers that it would have put them in. I'm glad that it's unfortunate that it happened and it had to unfold in the way that it did, but I'm glad that they did it to keep everyone safe.
Oh my God, yes. So tell me, do we have any comments or viewers today?
Yeah, we have several viewers today, but no comments. But as always, you can just head to our website, click on the Morning Sprint article, and drop a comment. And as always, we'll be sure to respond to them live.
Perfecto, Jazzy Jazz. You got anything else, my love?
No, that's it for me.
All right, girl. Well, you have a blessed day, and we're going to continue with these headlines, all right?
All right, sounds good.
All right. All right, guys, so moving on to our headlines of today, coming up in our later newscast, including 10 News at noon. Again, Maui this morning, teams say that they've managed to contain what is now described as the deadliest U.S. wildfire in modern history. At least 93 victims and dozens of others injured. We got details coming up on that as far as the latest. Plus, Carroll County leaders have now made it easier for people to apply for a concealed carry permit with an online application, while under Virginia law, training still has to be completed in person. But this goal is to help people who cannot get to the courthouse during regular hours. So that's coming up. Got details on that. And then last but not least, 10 News is your back to school authority. And you already know, first day of school excitement. Families normally feel that this time of year has unfortunately been replaced with frustration as the country faces a bus driver shortage. Something we never want to hear, especially around the school time. So make sure you guys listen to our later newscast at WSLS.com and on air. We'll be sure to get these stories and so much more that you do not want to miss coming up later. And again, it is a Weather Authority Alert Day. Be aware of that. Weather aware. We got the 10 News weather app for you guys to download. So make sure you are cautious of what's happening so you can plan what your outside events, inside events may be, so you can stay safe. But that does it for our Monday edition of the Morning Sprint. Again, don't forget to send us your back to school photos. We would love to show some more of you cute kiddos going back to school. Hopefully we can get a list of those going on tomorrow. And if you happen to watch this at a later time today, please drop your comments in there, because we would love to go to the comment section, whether it's over the plane dropping or anything else. Keep us posted. We would love to chit chat about that right here on the Morning Sprint. That does it for us today. We'll be back here tomorrow again at 8 a.m. at WSLS.com.